vibrant group and lots of examples to share about their sustainable models. So I'll just come to the point where social sustainability was concerned. It was decided that mobilization of community was very important, and because if your community is not participating, then how can you call yourself sustainable? In that, a couple of examples were quoted. One was the membership drive. Although it may not raise a lot of money, but it can mobilize your community. Number two was, don't involve your community only as listeners, but get them as producers. So if they produce your programs, then their stakes become higher, and they become equal stakeholders. And third, some radio stations shared their models of involving targeted groups, like getting Sangams and SHGs to become members of your community radio station, make a very small contribution. There was an example of one radio station where 5,000 members of Sangams are already there, and they contribute ₹50 per annum, which makes amounts about 2.5 lakh rupees, which is not good enough to run the community radio station for the whole year, but it is a substantive amount. So these were some of the things that came up, and I'm sure a lot of radio stations can contribute to it and create a forum where sustainable models can be shared. The second thing was financial sustainability, which everyone is talking about. In this, as Vinod just mentioned, people felt that locally you could generate a lot of funds. There were some examples of going to your shops, local vendors. Some radio stations had set up small little canopies or small little facilitation centers just next to the radio station, where you could go donate and give money for some kind of program or however you felt. And then the thing was that there is a large group of unemployed youth. If they could become stakeholders in your community radio station, and you could say that, okay, if you can get ads from your local community, then you could decide on a certain percentage, and they could also earn money, and your radio could also earn some revenue. There was a very strong opinion on two things. One was easy and delayed payment loans, and the other was that when a community radio signs the COPA, then can the ministry facilitate a loan of 5 lakh rupees. This was mentioned, but I was not supposed to talk about the money, sorry, but about an amount which can at least get the radio station set up in place. That was one of the things, because the funds and all may take time. So if a loan facility could be provided to start with, and this radio station has to be